Nital Bagini is very regular. You teach her also to give that link.
Mahodaya, Nishtiyena.
That link.
Astu, Nishtiyena.
Then we will not miss any class.
Nishtiyena.
Except for my health condition.
Yes, definitely.
Okay. प्रारंभं करोमि इदानीं
कृपया आरम्भं कुर्मः
वरुणेह बोधि वरुणेह बोधि धमः प्राण वरुणेह बोधि यजुर्वेद 21.2 वरुणेह बोधि Varuna iha bodhi. When I split it, Varuna iha bodhi. Iha is here. Bodhi, Buddha avagame. There's a root. Buddha avagame. To enlighten, to guide, to give us the knowledge. Buddha Jana we use elsewhere. Buddha Jana is those who are well read, knowledgeable. Bodhi, give me that enlightenment. Here, in this life. Varuna is a vocative case. We are addressing that Satyananda. Varuna. Prang Varane, you are the one who is best to be chosen as our mentor, guide, and philosopher. Oh Varuna, you enlighten us here in this life.
What's the meaning of Vring Varane, Sharma?
Vring Varane, to choose. You are worthy to be chosen as our philosopher, as our master guide. Worthy to be chosen. Varuna, Varenya, all that means the same thing. Varenya comes in Gayatri Mantra. That's how it's a Varenyam, worthy to be chosen. There are a lot of options. We can choose anyone as our guide. But who is the best? That is Varenyam. That is Varuna. I exercise my option for the best. Now, oh God, give me that knowledge, give me that enlightenment in this world. That's on the face of it. Now let us analyze it a bit. When we were born in this world, we knew nothing, except we had some samskaras in us. But for the samskaras, we never knew what this world was. Everything was new. So this new world, when we came, gradually we picked up things here. Neer kodu innonchura. Ille ide bottle. We picked up things. Of course, by looking around and also looking at what our elders did. So this is what we call as Vruddha Vyavahara or Vruddhachara. That I have discussed earlier also. Vruddha Vyavahara or Vruddha Achara. That is, our elders, they say this is how it happens, this is how it goes on. So they explain so many things. They do so many things. And we observe their activities and gradually pick up things. And we become knowledgeable and make ourselves fit to live in this world. This is the process what happens. And of course, our children will emulate us. Our children will look at us and do the same thing. That's how the whole generation things go. That's a process. Vruddhachara is a process which keeps things moving. Elders will work as role models and guides, and younger people look at them and pick it up. And when they become elders, okay, people who are younger to them, look at them and pick it up. It goes on like that. Now here the question is, whom you are following? Of course, you have so many elderly people who do so many things, who talk so many things, think so many things, guide so many things. We have a lot of people. Whom do you pick up for your guidance? Of course, without knowing, without choosing itself, the very first guide we pick up is our mother, or the parents, or the elder people at home, who bear us, who guide us in the beginning, who protect us, who give us all our needs when we were infants. Okay, that from there we start picking up. Okay, once we are able to choose on our own, whom do you pick up? Whom do you look for guidance? Now this mantra says, once you are able to choose, from the basic things you would have picked up by people around you, from people around you. But next, when you have got an opportunity to choose your guide, now this says, Varuna Iha Bodhi, that is our prayer. Oh God, you guide us. What is his speciality? Any human guide has got his own or her own limitations. They cannot know everything, they cannot be omniscient. And they have got their own samskaras. They have got their own likes and dislikes, prejudices. If we take them as our guide, the same thing will get percolated into our life also. It doesn't become very, very clean and perfect, or at least moving towards perfection. So we want a guide who is omniscient. And that omniscient guide is Varuna, Satchidananda in general. So look for that person. We look for that entity and say, please guide us. Give us all the knowledge what you want. And this knowledge is available to everyone who seek it. That's very important. Everyone who seek it will get it. Anyone, anywhere, at any time. This knowledge is spread everywhere. And what is that knowledge? Of course, that's the knowledge of humanity. That's the knowledge of human values. And what is the consolidated term for that? Veda, over. The Vedic knowledge and Vedic guidance is for all. No discrimination. Anybody, anytime, anywhere. Another point also I have told you that to get this knowledge, Vedic language and study of Vedic scriptures is also not necessary. Because that is not Veda. Veda is what is contained in the Veda mantras. That is real Veda, and that is spread everywhere. If you open your eyes, you can see Veda anywhere. So what I mean actually is, the laws what govern the whole universe, that is real Veda. The rules and regulations, the system what is there around us, that's the real Veda. Of course, if you know the Vedic language, study the scriptures, it will be a bit easier. But that's not a must. Have an open mind. Look at the world around you. You will see a lot of systems in that. And once you understand that system, external and internal, you will get a better light to look at life. That is Buddha Avagame. That is Buddha. Bodhi. So you'll be able to realize the truth. And once you realize the truth, our life will be reformed. And in accordance with the omniscience, that is Satchidananda's guidance. Sarvagya. Which is the best compared to any any guidance that we get from any other human being. Because no one is omniscient. They got their own limitations and prejudices. So here we are looking for the best guidance from Varuna, and we are opening up ourselves for getting his guidance through Vedas, not only scriptures and books and mantras, but also the laws and regulations that we can see in and around us. If you want to live in a harmonious environment, just one example I'm giving. Harmonious environment. We should exude love. We should give out love. If we give out love, people will also reciprocate by giving love. So we give love, we take love, and the whole environment is harmonious, peaceful. That is a rule. Wherever you are, whenever you are, with whomever you are living. In place of love, if enmity is there, the very environment gets spoiled. You have to live under constant stress and tension. Because I don't love my fellow beings, they don't love me. We hate each other. It's a simple law. It's a simple law. If you want a peaceful life, love one another. That's what is called as Maitri Bhavana in Veda. Maitri Bhavana. That's fine. People are doing it. People are doing it. They surrender. But love is better than surrendering. And surrender is there, yes, there is no fight. But instead of surrendering, if mutual respect and love is there, that's a better environment. And this we can create wherever I am, however I am. That's the principle. And it works at any time, anywhere, with any people. This is what is exactly the law. Law of Maitri Bhavana, law of brotherhood, law of love. This is what is said in the Vedas. You follow it, you get it. Over. Like this, there are so many things. Sharing. You are selfish and you want everything for you. People around you will not tolerate, especially when they are in shortage, when they want something. They will snatch, grab from us. And it is the beginning of war. It's the beginning of hatred. It's the beginning of jealousy. Don't allow it. What best you can share with them, treat them as your fellow beings. When you share, yes, love and harmony will start. That is the law. Just because you got it, don't be selfish. A part of what you have got, share it. If every one of us will do it, there will be nobody who will have some shortage, will have some requirement unsatisfied. Our environment will be peaceful and harmonious. Like this, there are hundreds of laws, hundreds. Understanding this is what is called as Bodhi. Please let me know all such things. Varuna, here to lead the life in a better way, you give me all that knowledge. Varuna is a Bodhi. We look forward for all guidance and revelation of all such truths through Varuna. The one, the best teacher, the best guide. Worthy to be chosen. Varuneha Bodhi. That's all. Next. Vishwa Dveshamsi. Vishwa Dveshamsi. Pra Mumugdhi Asmat. Vishwa Dveshamsi. Pra Mumugdhi Asmat. Mumugdhi. Mumugdhi. Dha Mahaprana. Takhaga. Mumugdhi. Vishwa Dveshamsi. Mumugdhi Asmat. Mumugdhi, Muchilr Mochane. Muchilr Mochane. Mochane is to release, free us. Release us from the clutch of song. Asmat, from us. From us you release. Separate from us. Let it be freed. What? Vishwa Dveshamsi. All hatred and intolerance. All hatred and intolerance, let it be removed, severed, released from me. How? Pramumukti, in the best way possible. Not just release, do it in the best way possible. Vishwa Dveshamsi Pramumukti Asmat. This is Yajurveda 21.3. 21.3. We as human beings, we are a mix of both good and bad. Every one of us. The proportion varies. Maybe in some people the bad element is more and we call them as bad people. And we do have some people where the percentage of good things are more and we call them as good people. But every one of us, we have got our own mix of good and bad. So what is development? What is progress? What is spiritual progress in particular? That is increasing the proportion of good things and reducing the proportion of bad things. That's the purpose of human life. Thereby, the spiritual strength will increase, the spiritual purity will increase, and we become closer to the experience of bliss and peace. That's the root. It shall be our endeavor always to find out what is badness. That's what is called as Dvesha. Dvesha. Dvesha represents all those negativities we have. Hatred, jealousy, avariciousness, anger, etc., etc., etc. They're all harmful to us. They all pull us down. They all involve us in unwanted activities. Finally, the result will be big zero or negative. But we do things out of anger, out of jealousy, out of avarice, and spoil our whole life. All such things come under Dveshamsi. All Vishwa Dveshamsi. All such negative things, whatever we have got, Asmat, from us, let them go away. Let them be released. Let them be severed. Pramumukti. Now all this doesn't happen automatically. This I've been telling again and again. Whatever such thing has to happen, it has to happen deliberately with our effort. We don't put our effort, it never happens. We put our effort. If we put our effort, yes, it will happen. We should be very alert, should be cautious, should be careful, and identify such elements of Dvesha, maybe tolerance, maybe avariciousness, maybe overindulgence, anger, jealousy, so many things. We have to identify them and deliberately, with effort, throw them out. Snub them. Tame them. There are so many ways. When we tame them, the very things become our slaves. Whatever thing was harming us, now the same thing will benefit us. It's also possible, I have discussed earlier also. Whatever could have been negative, if we tame it, everything becomes good for us. Yaireva sasruje ghoram, taireva shantirastuna. This is one of the Vedic mantras. Yaireva sasruje ghoram. Those things which created all ghora, all uncomfortable, unfavorable, adverse conditions. Taireva, using the very same thing, Shantirastuna, that peace and bliss be given to us through the same thing. How is it possible? The one which was causing harm, one which was the cause for adverse condition, the same should become favorable. It's possible when you tame them, when you control them, when we master them, when we command them. If we become slaves to such things, we are lost. All these things we have to understand here. It's not automatic, it's our effort. And we have to tame such things and make them our slaves and get the best use. For that, all such negativities must be released from us. Vishwadveshamsi pramugdhi asmat. From us, all the negativities must go. We have to convert every negativity into a positive thing. We should have a positive look. Dhanatmaka is what is required. Ranatmaka is something which we don't want. Ranatmaka is always degenerating.
What is it, Sharmaji?
Progress.
What is it? What?
Ranatmaka, negative. Ranatmaka. Ra is vowel. Ranatmaka. Dhanatmaka, dha is Mahaprana, Dhanatmaka is positive. We need a positive outlook, we need a positive effort, and we pray God, as a result of our positive effort, that these things get separated from us. Let us be freed from the clutches of Vishwadveshamsi, all negativities. Prayer is that, but action from our side is very much required. Mere prayer will not help us out. Prayer is required because we have to remember it again and again. We have to chant the prayer again and again to keep the things alive, to keep the process alive, to keep the process going. And we have to be at it always, with all alertness, with all caution. Then things will come out well. Vishwadveshamsi pramumugdhi asmat. Suhavo na yedhi. Suhavo na yedhi. 21.4. Suhavo na yedhi. Na is naha. Suhavo naha yedhi. Yedhi. Yedhi gatau. Come to us. Come to us. Naha is as towards us. Come to us.
Ye bhi Sharmaji?
Yejri gatau.
Ye?
Yejri. Yejri gatau. Yedhi. Come. Naha towards us. Come to us. And our prayer is, come to us with Suhavo. Su plus Suho. Suhavo. Hava. Su plus Hava. Udanadanyoho adanecha. Udana adana adanecha. Here the stress is on dana. Sudana. Suhava. It's all that is worthy, you shower it on us and come to us with that shower of great gifts. Suhavo na edhi. Come towards us with shower of all wonderful gifts. Now there's a very important thing for us to note. Satchidananda God, while He created His world, has created His world with all necessary things for all living beings. There's nothing more to be given. Then what is His prayer? Come with all your gifts, shower all your gifts on us. It's already given. The meaning is, whatever He has given, we have failed to recognize it. Mistake is on our side. The deficiency is on our side. So, Suhavo no yedhi, it indirectly means, you have given all gifts, now let us recognize. Let's identify the gifts what you have given and be happy. Your gifts are great. Your gifts are invaluable. Your gifts are pure. Your gifts are abundant. It's for everyone. I got such mantras elsewhere. This I have seen. Bhadra Indrasya Rateha. The gifts of God are all auspicious. He has given everything. But we have failed to identify it. Everything is given. The only thing is we have to identify it and make the proper use of it. But we thinking that we are very, very intelligent, we are spoiling the gifts of God. We are so foolish to spoil the gifts of God. Very simple examples. You also know, I also know. Air. God has given it very pure. Air. Abundant for all. But we are the cause for air pollution. It's our mistake. Water. Rain has given wonderful things. Sufficient enough for all living beings. What is it we have done? We have polluted water and have converted the beautiful rain into acid rain because of pollution. God has given us a beautiful protective umbrella upon the globe in the form of ozone layer. What is it we have done? We have pierced holes into that protective umbrella. Foolish. Suicidal, to be precise. It's all suicidal. What is the conclusion then? God has given us everything. So what is the meaning of Suhavo no yedhi? What is given, we have to recognize it as good, the best. And we have to make the best use of it and protect it. All His gifts are already given, showered on us, abundantly, free, pure. It's now up to us to recognize them as Suhavo. Suhava means best gifts. We have to identify them as best gifts. So once we identify them as best gifts given by God, then we will be careful, cautious to protect it, save it, and make the proper use of it. This is what is expected of us. Suhavo na yedhi means let such a knowledge, let that awareness come to us that what all you have given is all the best gifts of you. It's not that we are in scarcity and we are requesting God to give us this and that. No. He's given everything. Already all such things are showered on us. I got it in plenty. The only thing is this: identify, make the proper use of it, share and live happily. So this Suhavana Yedhi means let us recognize all your beautiful gifts. That's the meaning. Not asking for something else, requesting for something more. No. Let us identify your gifts as good and best. Suhavana Yedhi. Let that awareness come in us. Suhavana Yedhi, Yajurveda 21.4. 21.4. Yata Patibhihi Tha Mahaprana Bha Mahaprana Yata Patibhihi Devayanaihi Yata Patibhihi Devayanaihi 21.11 Yajurveda 21.11 Yata Yaprapane move Patibhihi Devayanaihi Patibhihi path. Those paths, moving those paths, which are Devayanaihi, taken by great people, taken by those great human beings, noble people. Yata Patibhihi Devayani. Of course, we follow someone in our life. We take some people as our role model and try to follow their footsteps, follow their way of life, follow their approach. It's all fine. But do it keeping in mind that they are Devayanihi, path taken by great, knowledgeable, noble people. Don't follow XYZ. Follow those who are noble. Who are noble? Noble people live not just for them, but they do their best to establish peace in society around. They are noble people. They are selfless, and the benefits of their thoughts, words, and actions is not just for them, but for the people around, creatures around, life around. They think they are all ours and work for the welfare of all, greater good of greater number. They are noble people. And that path is called as Devayana. The path of the learned, the path of the noble. Now take such paths. Yata Pathibihi, let your journey continue, let your journey move in such paths. Now this is supported by another piece of Veda mantra elsewhere. It says, Shubham Yatam Anuratha Aurtsata. Which we have discussed. Shubham Yatam Anuratha Aurtsata. Ratha, the chariots of your life, the vehicles of your life. Let it follow those people who have taken the auspicious path, the noble path, the humane path, the path of love, the path of selfishness, the path of selflessness. They have taken all that. You follow them. You follow. Let your lives follow their lives. Namyatam anuratha avarutsata. Same thing here. Yata patibhi devayani. Yata patibhi devayani. Let your life follow. Let your paths follow the path of the great and the noble and the humane. How do you see they're great, noble, and humane? Because they're selfless and they work for the welfare of not only themselves but all the life around. They are noble, they are humane. Follow that. That's the best path that you can take. And that path is ready. I have tried already. Just follow them, that's enough. But don't follow blindly. That's very important thing. That we find it elsewhere. Manurbhava, be a thinking animal, think, analyze. So following is there, but following is not blind. So that also we have to take together. Think, analyze, understand what path they have taken, for what sake, what is the results, what is the pros, what is the cons. Then follow it. It's not a mechanical blind following, but it is a well thought out following after understanding what it is. Yata patibhi devayanihi. Take that Devayana. Devayana is path tread by the noble. Devohi vidvamsaha. That's what we find in Nirukta. Deva is defined as vidvamsa, those who are learned, noble. After well thought out process and experimentation, they have chosen a path as the best. And now it's easy for you to understand it and follow it. Take it. Don't lose your way. Don't get stranded in some crossroads without any guidance. You have great people treading the wonderful path of peace and harmony, and that's the path for you also to take it. Yata patibhi devayani. That's the path taken by the noble and the great. Follow it. Be careful to identify them rightly and don't follow them blindly, but after well thought out process, you follow them. The whole thing is complete. Yata patibhihi devayanihi 21.11. 21.11 is your Veda. Okay. I got so many things to discuss. We'll be doing it in very small installments again and again. So thank you all. Namaste.
Dhanyawad.
Dhanyawad.